Hello, friends. Welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of my December 2024 Jane's Agenda mini planner for all the goodness and all the holly, jolly, merry, and bright fun stuff that's going into my December setup. All right, so I have my mini deluxe box from Jane's Agenda that I'm going to be going through with you today. And I'm going to kind of show you the things that are going to go into my setup, maybe play with a few ideas. And then the very next video after this is going to be my December 2024 setup in my mini. So definitely stay tuned for that. Subscribe, hit the notification button, make sure your bell notification's on so that you know when that video posts. I'm going to be kind of setting up, as you know, a very Christmassy and holly jolly setup, as you can see. I have just a fun little change in my desktop for you today, just because I wanted to give it a little bit more Christmas feeling. So let's dive in. So I have with me the card, so that it comes with a card, and it has a little note on it from Jane and team, and it tells you what box it is. And then on the back, it gives you a glimpse into what's in the box. I'm not going to show you for too long because I want you to see what I'm going to unbox for you. So I have that. And then I also have, now this was not part of the box. This is one of the benefits I wanted to talk about in the beginning, is that if you're a subscriber, you will have access to the, they call it the vault. So they'll sometimes bring out past dashboards or inserts or things that were from past subscription boxes. I don't know. I think it doesn't tell me when this was from. This is a past box, but these are dashboards that I'm going to be including because, as you know, my mini's chunky and I need all the dashboards that I can find. So I picked these up in mini. I did also pick them up in classic, even though I don't know quite that I'm setting my classic up in that manner. But you got to get them while you can get them. So yeah. So this was part of the vault to subscribers only, and I'm going to open this as well. In fact, let me pull over my scissors because obviously I'll need to get these packages open. So let's see. As you know, I try not to rip my Jane's Agenda tissue paper, but this one, got a little ruffled up in the packaging, mostly because, there's some other gifts in here. So as a subscriber, as a deluxe subscriber, you do get extra things in your boxes. So they're kind of like gifts, and so, they may relate to planning, they may be other things, but hey, a gift is a gift, and I love every one that I got. So there's some in here, and so that kind of rustled up my tissue paper. Okay, so for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this one. I do have a ton of others available to use, so that's not a problem. I'll put these over here. And so you can see some of it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at the little snowflake. Hey, it matches my sweater. All right, so let's do this. Let me get the tissue paper out of the way. Just get that kind of done and out of the way. Let me take a peek what I got here. Okay. So, this month's theme, there's actually a couple. Let me get all these out here. Let's see, let's put this one here. So as you know, I have a little snowflake paperclip. This was in a bag, but I think it came out. So There's always like some accessories. So they might be pens or markers. We got erasers once that went with the pencils, the colored pencils that they gave us. So, within that package is usually a journal card, which this is. So let's open this up. It is open, but I'm going to still open it the regular way. As, excuse me, as it is usually the case for me, Christmas planning and Christmas itself, here's another snowflake, always holds a special meaning as well as, means a lot to me. So I'm sure I mentioned this, we were married 3 days before Christmas. So that kind of lent, and we did kind of have, a Christmas wedding. So, we had, of course, the reds and the roses and, pine cones and, the whole thing. So we did do a Christmas theme. Christmas is just a happy and fun time of the year, and it was the perfect time to get married. So our anniversary is, of course, coming up. So all this stuff is like really giving me the feels. So I have this big card here. I'll try and get back into the box. You know me, I chat. So this says North Pole, and it has this it's a postage stamp, but it's a journal card, and it's stamped December 24th. Has this really pretty vintage tree in the background. It says Seasons Greetings in red. And then on the back, it is a thank you card, but it's a great card that you can tuck inside the mini front cover. I'll show you that quickly if I remember before I finish unboxing all this fun stuff. So there's that. I'm going to see if I can kind of like layer these over here for you. Okay, so we have that. And then they usually give you a few, I call them tuck cards. So, you tuck them into the corners or, paperclip them onto your dashboards. So for me, I love these little cards. And they have one that says ho, ho, ho. It's a little bit taller than these. And then you have a deer, which really goes well with this. I think it pairs really, really well. So, there's always a vibe, to each of the boxes. And I would say for this box, it kind of has that not moody, but very almost through looking glass kind of vintage vibe to it. You'll see as we start getting into it. But then it has these splashes of glamour. You'll see what I mean. Okay, back to these cards. So these I think I quoted the size wrong once. And you'll have to forgive me. I think I have a cold coming on. Let's see. So they're about 2.5 by 2.5. So we have the deer. And then as you probably saw, there's a gorgeous green poinsettia. So it's a white poinsettia with green leaves. But that coloring in it is just so pretty. And it just has, again, that almost vintage vibe, but not quite, in your face vibe, vintage. So in here is also 2 pens. You get a gold, silver, and gold. Don't mind me, I don't sing. These are, I think it's metallic pen. And it doesn't say, I assume it's like a marker, right? Let's give it a test. Let's use this. Let's just pull this out and give it a little test. Okay, so it has this almost, those Crayola brush markers, almost that vibe to it. Or not vibe, but cut. Let's see. So there is like sort of the point, and then there's this thicker edge. I can't quite get that angle. There we go, maybe. So there's silver. And these are great. You can sign Christmas cards with them. This one is gold. There's the thick edge. And there's the thinner. So the point, is just going to be thinner. But let's see if you can see. It doesn't show it too much, but it does. It is a metallic color. Might just be the paper it's on. You maybe can't see it very well, but it does have a metallic look to it. All right, so we have those. We have these beautiful little pens, silver and gold. Okay, so this is the gift for the Deluxe subscribers. And, you know, we do get a glimpse into the box before we actually get the box. But I'll sometimes fast forward through some things, but then, I'll look at it. But then sometimes I forget what's in it. So, it's sort of a surprise, I think, for me, because I don't remember what it was. So let's see. And look at that. It's a gorgeous scarf. Oh, and it's so soft. It's so silky. Oh my gosh. This is amazingly soft. It's I can't undo it on the screen. It's not big enough, but it's a scarf. So it has like a fringe on it. And so, here's the thing I thought about when I open this. So if you have the courier bag, you can actually put this, you can kind of fashion it onto the strap that goes around you. So it's like a crossbody. You can kind of fashion it on there as a mini bow. I kind of had that vibe when I thought about it. So yeah, I might even do that. But it is a scarf. You can use it. It's, when their pashmina scarves were pretty popular, they were soft, but this is softer. I kid you not. So if you sign up as a subscriber, you can sometimes get what are the leftover pieces of the current kit. So sometimes they have them, not always, but sometimes. In fact, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep it in the box. I don't want to take it out just yet. And I'm just going to kind of tuck it up here. All right, and then we have our silver and gold pens. All right, so now we get to get into the nitty gritty, right? All right, so we have, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. Like all this pretty, it's going to take me a while, but definitely. So this video is going to come out today on Friday. I'm filming it today. It's coming out today. The setup of my mini for December is coming out on Sunday. So be sure to set your alarms and sign up, subscribe, so you know when I do that. All right. I know I have some, I know some of you out there who follow are really big on the mini. So for sure, you won't want to miss that. All right, so this is the page finder. And it has this, oh, it goes this way. Must be this way, right? Obviously. So let's see if you can see this. So see how it's like a Christmas tree or a pine tree? So pretty. In this, let me see if I can get it for you. Let me see if I can do it on my sleeve here. Okay, so see at the very top there on the far right, the like shine off of that green? That's because this is raised. So it has a textural feel to it, and it feels wonderful. And then they do, as I've mentioned, have that coating or that nice thin plastic to keep it protected, so that when it comes off, you're getting a crystal clear tab or dashboard or whatever this is being put on your covers. So definitely make sure you take that off, and I'll go through that in the setup video. Okay, so next is, let's get these open. One of the planner setups I always love setting up a Christmas planner. I've always in the past set up a classic, but as you know, if you follow me and you know how much I'm loving my mini, I'm not going to, for the first time in a long time, I'm not going to do a classic Christmas planner, I've decided that I am going to let my mini be my planner for December. Because partly for a couple reasons. One, I use it every day. It's perfectly compact. If you saw my video, the 8 reasons why I love the mini, you know, because it's so portable and compact. I have a tab in there currently set aside for holidays. So, I mean, I don't need to set up a whole new planner when I have one that works perfectly well. So that's what I'm doing this year. There will be no Christmas planner set up other than to decorate my mini for December, which will also be the Christmas season. All right, moving forward. This is a dashboard. It's a vellum dashboard. It has again, like a pine branch feel that goes all the way around the edge, almost like it's a looking glass. And this here is a white ink. So Jane and team has explained that not all printers do this, and luckily they have a printer who does. But they said this white ink around the edge, or even on anything, the covers or vellum, it's very hard to do. It's a very specific printer. So they have one luckily that does it. And so we get these vellums or, dashboards that have this white ink on it, and it's so pretty. I mean, it's very seasonal, right? So there's this dashboard. And then we have, now here's some of the dashboards I will pair with these. But here's a fox. And their dashboards are double-sided, which I love. So we have the fox. There's a bird sitting on a snowy branch. And then there is it's almost like a snow-covered berry branch. So again, double-sided. So just quickly, let me show you. I'll go through these. So this one is a contender for my main look. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm going to have to really work out this one. So there's the fox, and then here's the bird. See how it looks like it's a snow-covered window and you're looking through the window? So pretty, so pretty. Okay, so there's the bird, and then here's the snowy branches. Pretty, right? I am super excited. As a rule, I try and hold off a little bit in doing the unboxing because that means very shortly after I'm doing my setup, and I kind of like to try and let my current setup go as long as I can, but I also know how you love to see what I do. So it's definitely a delicate balance. So I'm trying to do this at as close to the end of the month as I can without it being the end of the month. All right, so with that, there are still 2 more dashboards. I'm going to get these open. All right, get the paper aside. This one's really pretty. It kind of gives you this vibe, right? Very, just nostalgic, I think is what I'm saying vintage, and it is vintagey, but it's just very nostalgic looking. So here's a girl on skates. They're obviously skating on a pond or whatnot. Backside's the same. And then here's the pine trees with snow-covered edges. Again, the same. Let me do this just so you can kind of see. So see how pretty that is? I really love that. I love them all, but there's only one vellum. So, and then there's this. Okay, so let's get these put away, or set off to the side at least. And let's see. I'm putting this cover aside for a minute. You may have caught a glimpse, but I'm going to put it aside for a minute because I want to go through these and then I'll bring that out. All right. So these are, let's see if I can get it open. Okay. So this is a 2025 Goals and Reference Pack. And it's, again, exclusive to the Deluxe box. I don't know. They kind of talked. Maybe they'd put it in the shop. Maybe they wouldn't. So again, if you're on the fence about anything, literally give 1 month a try, and I guarantee you, you're going to love it. All right. So I do have some goals inserts already, but I'm kind of eager to see these. So here we go. I'm going to kind of flip through it just a little bit. There is, of course, a cover page. So it's almost like a mini planner in itself for your goals, which, as you know, I do have a tab in my mini that is exclusively for goals. So this will work out perfectly. All right, so there's a year to glance. And this is great if you want to, you can use a zig dotter to dot your days, like maybe goal check-ins or pay dates or, anything you think you might need a year to glance folder for. This is the perfect one. And then you have forward planning, which I've always, even in the classic Happy Planner, have struggled with these. I use them and then I stop and I use them and I stop. You may hear the bag crinkling over there. That's because the cover's sliding off everything. So I am really going to make an effort to try and get through these and use them in 2025, next year. I do think they're useful. I just haven't found that thing that works for me yet, but I'm going to keep trying. Okay, so then you have, of course, your holidays for 2025, and then you start in on your first quarter. So I love this because it's quarterly goal planning, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. And I have a glance at a calendar. I've got key projects and tasks. So this is great for maybe steps. And you can check it off, the date that it's due. Top goals this quarter. There's category and goal. So that works out great. And then you have a quarterly review at the end. As well, you have second quarter, third, and fourth. You have annual goals. Excuse me, I had a bit of a cough. Allergies, cold, I don't know. It's rainy and damp and just not a pleasant day outside today, so I think that's amplifying it. Anywho, so we have here the annual goals. You get a box per month. So you can use this to set up maybe 1 or 2 goals per month, or set up 1 goal per month and really focus in and hone in on that goal. So I like this as well. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if I counted right, 8. So there's 8 annual goal pages. And then you have a list, which on the side it says reference topic and update date. So it's a great list for really anything. You can make lists on it. You can make reference lists. You can make goal steps. You can make this a goal topic. So many uses for this. And I've been using the paper. I started to use the, I think it was weekly 52. I'll try and check that before I sign off. But I am using that weekly insert and I love it. I think I finally found the insert that works for me. And in it has like a mini checklist. So yeah, I'm loving it. Okay, so you get a couple sheets of these. And so when I was talking about that, I almost bypassed this entirely. I was going to talk about the paper. I do love the paper that they print. I don't know what pound it is, but it works great. There's really no bleed through, at least on these pages. And I mean, I write hard, so when I write, I press hard, and I don't know. It sometimes makes a mess, and it's also left-hander issues. So I like the fact that with this paper that I don't have to press very hard, and I'm aware of it, but it doesn't really show any shadowing or bleed through. And of course, some of that also depends on the pen that you might be using. So, that obviously plays a factor. Okay, So last before the cover is this. We were given in this a clear, or not clear, a frosted 3-tab setup, and they pair with this printable. So, or insert. Let's get these out. Still having some cough. In and out on that. Okay, so you get 3 of these, and they say future, goals, and reference. So you could take these and separate out your pack, put your tab in there, and you're ready to go. So you also, I've learned, if you didn't like the titles that are on here, if you use, I believe it's nail polish remover, and I cannot remember, I don't know if it's non-acetone or not. I honestly can't remember, and I apologize for that. But apparently it will take off the writing so that you can put on a label of your choice, if that's what you wish to do. So there's those 3 tabs that go with this goals pack. Okay, we are down to the main piece of this kit. I'm going to open it, and then I'll bring it back over. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. Look at this cover. I mean, can we say Merry Christmas and hello December? Look at how gorgeous this is. It has the writing and the snowflakes and the lines. Everything is in a gold. Let's see if I can catch that for you. There you go, on that little snowflake up there. There's a bit of a light glare, but you can kind of see it. It is a gorgeous gold. As you know, if you work with anything with a, foiling under lights, it just doesn't, you just can't see it very well, but I can assure you this is gorgeous. And look at, let me see if I can kind of, here, let me move this, let me grab these. Okay, I'll just use the front. You can see, there you go. See that gold on the writing? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And again, it has a plastic on it, so before setting up your planner, just be sure to peel that back. And then the best part about the covers is usually, so sometimes they give you front and back that match. In this case, because there's writing on the front, they gave us a back that has all the snowflakes in gold foil. There's that gold foil. And so you can, if you wanted, you could make this your cover and this your back. Because again, the back of it's usually tucked into your mini. It's completely up to you. But, yeah. All right, let's do a few looks with the dashboards. I'm going to show you this pack. And then I'm going to start getting things compiled to give you my Sunday video that is showing you my setup. All right. So as you can see, it says Christmas Vault Collection, and in it, there were 5 covers or dashboards, and you get, let me move these aside here, you get red poinsettias. How gorgeous is that? I mean, just the imagery on the paper, it's just so beautiful. I can't even describe it. It's so pretty. Again, back down, it's backed up to the back side. You have lovely sweaters. How cozy is that? I really love the idea of putting this one, maybe, not sure yet, with my home tab. Just, home is cozy. This looks very cozy. Again, you get same on the back side. There is a plaid, a Christmas plaid, and if you don't want anything showing through, like the vellum or anything, this is a great one. I mean, it's very solid. Same. There is a Christmas ornament on a tree, very, I think it's called bokeh effect, with the little glimmers of light. Again, same on the back. And then you have the last one, which is peace. And it has just this quaint little village image on there. Kind of like I look at this and I like want to walk down this pathway. Give me, my long coat and my bonnet and let me walk down this pathway. Maybe not the bonnet. We'll skip that, but you get what I mean. And then it's the same on the back side. In fact, it goes this way. When you come, it's almost like you're coming back. So yeah, very cute. So I am going to do a quick look of each of the dashboards. You've already seen these with the writing, the white light. I call it white light, but it's white ink. So you've seen them on this one. Now there's these. So here's the poinsettias and sweaters. And I am struggling to figure out what I'm going to do. This is the plaid. Let's do the Christmas bulb. That's pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so far, I know for sure there's 3 I like. And then here's the piece. Even that, even that's got me. Yeah, I'm loving this too. Okay, let me do this. I'm trying to think. I want to give you some thoughts before I sign off with regard to, different ways you can use it. Now, let me make this even more complicated. And somewhere under all these bags, okay, found it. So if you recall, I had also picked this up. Sorry, it was the wrong way. This is a past cover. And it has, I'm like flipping this all over trying to figure out which way it goes, right? They're both the same. So this is what I mean. Sometimes they're the same and then sometimes they're different. So this has a very Christmassy, poinsettias. Now these berries actually almost look like these. So they may have been from the same year, possibly. All right, so now let's run through some options. I'm not saying exactly which one I'm going to do. I'm just going to put out there some of the options for my setup. Okay, here's an option. Okay, and I'm going to be really working hard to try and figure this out because, I'm loving this too. Poinsettias were my mom's favorite flower, or it wasn't necessarily her, it was one of her favorite flowers, but she really loved poinsettias. She loved Christmas, and she passed in December. So I'm feeling the poinsettias. I'm really pulled towards them. But I just don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay, so that's one option. Another option is this. Let me see if I can't line these up because I don't exactly have them on discs. Oh my gosh, it keeps sliding. Let me see if I can do it this way. Okay, good enough. You get my point. Okay, so here is the fox. Yikes, this is option number 2 for me, I think. Okay, so there was fox. I do like the bird, but I don't know that that is a cover option for me. This is cute, but I don't know if it has enough in it. This one I liked. I always like to ice skate, so I do like this one as well. Is it a contender? I'm on the fence about it. And then these. This is number 2, or 3 technically. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, I love the trees. Now let's start putting some of these under the leaves. So I love these poinsettias. I think the only issue I have is I don't really have one in the center of that window. So while I love it, I don't know if I would use it as my cover image. Here's the sweaters. Pretty, but I'm on the fence about it. Here's plaid. Too dark for me. Great on its own, but it's a little too dark for me otherwise. Okay, here's the ornament. This is number 4. And I'm going to set this over here. And then here is the little village. I would say this is a contender, but I'm afraid to add another one to my pile. So I think I'll put this one aside for now. Okay, so there you have it. I have 4 possible options for setting up my planner for next month. I'm just putting these kind of back in order. And I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm just putting that out there. Okay, so we have all of this. What else? I did want to show you quickly my mini. So, as you know, I'm in my chocolate setup. And what I do with these cards is these cards make great tuck cards. So, put them in the pockets. I do tend to flare out, I'll say, my planner when it comes to Christmas and, autumn or whatnot. But Christmas, I tend to do a little bit more. So I am really looking forward to this. Okay, so what was I going to show you? I was going to show you the tuck cards. I wanted to show you, so as you know, I have a whole goals section. I wanted to see if I could find what weekly I am using. So let's see, we have my month. And, it's weekly number 5. That's what it is. It's weekly number 5 that I'm using. And I gotta say, I love it. I'm gonna give you a quick look at it. I don't typically show my plans on camera, but it was a busy week, and so I'll give you a quick glance. So there's my planner. Just something quick so that you can see how I was using it. I mean, there's nothing on there that was private. Just I hadn't filled in the right or left side of the page. So, okay, enough about that. So I've got all this that I'm going to be transferring into this gorgeous color. And let me pull something out quick and then I'll stop talking. I hope. So when I pulled out all this stuff to do the video, of course I had my mini on my desk and I pulled out this and look at this. I saw this and I'm like, my original plan, am I still going with it now? I don't even know. This is gorgeous together. This red and brown. So pretty. All right, I'll stop. So let me move this out of the way since it's not part of the new setup. So we have all of these dashboards. We have our Merry and Bright cover. We've got the other things that are making it hard for me to decide. So let's just kind of tuck this in there. These are the ones that I'm going to be deciding from. And since my Christmas planner is very personal to me, I probably won't throw it out there for you to vote on it. But if you have a favorite one of these, drop me a comment. I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so here's a fox. If you thought you liked the fox, drop me a comment and use a fox emoji. If there's one. There should be. Then there's the trees. Again, there is a Christmas tree emoji. Drop me that in the comment if you thought that one was a cool one. And then there's the Christmas bulb. There should be a Christmas bulb, but if not, drop me a red heart. How about a red heart? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so there you have it. There is all of the deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda. I have myself a chore ahead because I need to figure out what I'm doing. So there you have it. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification. There are no supplies to list other than I do have a discount code below that you could use for Jane's Agenda. I don't know if it would, I don't believe it's going to work on the subscription box, but if you're looking to purchase maybe the weeklies that I talked about or any inserts get you started, dashboards, use the discount code below and it'll give you a little bit off your order. And then I hope you have a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life, one planner at a time. Thank you for watching.